Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live chat. I think we got comments on. Yep. Welcome, everybody. We're just lighting this candle right now. Oh, Tad, what's going on? Tad Otto. Clara, my constant in the house. And Tad Otto, nice to see you. We are at a nice little shopping center today, and we are just out here on this kind of 1 week plant-based meat campaign where we are telling people not to eat meat. And we will be hopefully getting a few interviews. I will say it is extremely windy out here today. It's extremely windy, so hopefully my camera does not blow down. Looks like so far so good. Although these are some intense gusts. I think I just jinxed it right there. These are some intense gusts. So hopefully it will temper. My God. Hopefully it will temper. Yeah, I might just have to hold it like this the whole time. But I got about a half an hour. My pleasure, Tad. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm glad that I'm able to do this, and I appreciate support from people. So we're going to see how things work out. Yeah, like I said, I might have about a half an hour here. So we'll go from there. If things get interesting, we might stay. But the wind gusts are really intense, like really intense. I'm in a town where there are boats, and yeah, works out for them, I guess. Anyway, M. Hold, how's it going? We're out here with a sign that says meat's not healthy. We're telling people not to eat it. Oh, yeah, come over here. Come here. Oh, see, and one of the things about being in a town, like, everybody. And there's a vegan coming up here, guys. There's a vegan coming up. You don't have to be on YouTube Live. Can you say hi? My friend here is saying hi. She's a vegan. She can tell you that meat's not healthy. There's no reason to do it. She's an amazing human being, and she just happened to stop by and say hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Oh my, I'm gonna take you. Enjoy your day. I'll see you soon. I know, it's like we're like tractor beaming each other today. That was my friend. All right, we got Alex for animals. What's up? Wasn't that cool? Yeah, she's vegan for the animals too. And everybody should be, vegan for the animals, guys. Especially now in 2025, when we have every readily available option. Here comes the wind. Every readily available option at our fingertips and at our disposal. There's no reason to put, children in slaughterhouses and rape racks, mothers in rape racks. So you all have that chance in 2025. What makes meat unhealthy? Okay, let me hit this. All right, so you ready? We got something called plaque-promoting cholesterol. That's only found in meat, not plant-based meat. You have large amounts of saturated fat in meat that is not in plant-based meat to those levels. You have compounds called heterocyclic amines that are in meat. They are absolutely not healthy. They're correlated to cancer. IGF-1, does anybody know what IGF-1 stands for? Any nutrition heads in the house? All right, I know my vegan friends know, but everybody else, it's insulin growth factor 1. It's a cancer precursor. It's found in cow's milk and in meat. Let's keep going, shall we? Growth factors, certain growth factors, certain hormones, something called cortisol. That's literally kind of the fear that the animal feels before it's killed. You're eating that too. So all those are in meat, and if you consider those unhealthy, I guess I would ask you, how do you reconcile that when you eat meat? What do you do to off-put that? Simple question, pretty simple question. And yeah, they're all terrible for you. And on top of that, meat also contains a lot of suffering, a lot of death. There's inherent slavery composition that's inside meat. And guys, when we eat that, we're literally putting that in our vessels and doing something that's more intimate than, the other thing. Because that is becoming you, and that is becoming our children, and that just, those ideals, those, notions, all, we kind of eat them. We eat them. It's not healthy at all. Plant-based meat is plants aggregated through heating, cooling, and pressure, fortified with vitamins, void of cholesterol, void of growth hormones, void of IGF-1, if cooked the right way, void of heterocyclic amines, so you don't have to put any of that crap in your body. And no one gets hurt, No one gets hurt. Not saying all the plant generative systems are 100% cruelty free, because there is cruelty everywhere. Unfortunately, even if you're vegan, the crops that we grow, there might be animals there, rodents, mice. There might be certain peripheral effects from the crops that are stewarded by the farmers to grow for human consumption. The difference is vegans do not pay for direct animal exploitation. That's the difference. Things are going to happen. The world is not vegan yet. We are 90% non-vegan. Can't control the winds, but we can control our dollar, my friends. All right, let's see. Any good questions here? Hi, guys. Welcome. Yeah, if you like and subscribe. Today's kind of a quick one. Just got off of work, and I'm out here just kind of, doing it because I can. All of us, people say, get a job. Why aren't you working? Well, we can do other things with our time. We can try to impart information to people. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try? 2 questions. A little critical thinking. All right, have a good day. I got to remember to show the people this too. So yeah, it's nice to hopefully enlighten a few people and give you guys some information you might not get from societal narratives, because that's all you're getting right now is societal narratives, my friends. And all your friends are on board, all their friends are on board, your parents are on board. Nobody's out there challenging societal flows. You can find things if you go on the internet that will give you more so independent information. Ruby says, how is meat not healthy? That's a nice question, thank you. So meat contains the following. Cholesterol, that promotes plaque. It takes your blood vessels from here to here. It has copious amounts, large amounts of saturated fat that clog arteries as well. It has heterocyclic amines, which is a compound that's correlated to cancer. It has TMAO catalysts, which create and catalyze TMAO in the gut. It's another compound also correlated to cancer. It has something called IGF-1. What that stands for is insulin growth factor 1. This is also correlated to cancers, mainly colorectal cancers and breast cancers in women. We also have growth factors, hormones. We have cortisol. So that's what makes things nutritionally unhealthy. But what else that meat is composed of that is also, if not more, well, definitely exponentially more unhealthy, is the spiritual aspect that we're putting into our bodies. So we're putting into our bodies violence. Cows are raped, so we're putting rape effectively into our bodies. We're putting oppression. The whole herding culture is based on domination and oppression, so you're eating oppression. I know it sounds crazy. And a little disclaimer, I was not vegan for 30 years. So, I'm not out here to catch anybody out, to judge anybody, to attack anybody. I'm here to tell you I am you. That's what I'm here to tell you. And in 2025, we have this ability to absorb independent and watch out for independent channels of information. And hopefully I'm giving you one of those today. Watch Game Changers on Netflix, watch Earthlings on YouTube, watch Dominion on YouTube. It's really important for you to see what systems you are paying for. What's up, buddy? what systems you are paying for with your dollar. It's really, really good to see that. Because if you're not vegan, you're paying for all the things I just mentioned, and you might not even know it yet. I thought I was a great person for, that 30 years, and I still know that I was a good person, but I was duped, I was tricked, I had a veil over my head, over my face. Anyway, I'm gonna have some kombucha, guys, hope you don't mind. Does anybody have any questions about like meat, or why you shouldn't eat it, or what my favorite vegan food is? Ryan, let's go. What's going on? What do you bench? I'm not really sure what I bench right now, to be candid with you. I haven't really maxed out in a while. Ryan in the house, we got Clara, we got other vegan friends in here, we got Drac, I saw Drac in here. Here we go. This SOB doesn't care about bees. There is a perfect anecdote of a red herring. I don't know if you guys know what a red herring is. It's kind of a distraction, something that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. We're talking about right now the direct vote with your dollar for direct animal exploitation. That's what we're talking about. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, Carrie in the house too. How could I forget Carrie? Carrie, nice to see you. All right. What's up, Truth Tarot Readings? Nice to see you. Roya Stem, how's it going? Hi, team. Oh, no, I just decided to title it that way today because in the last chat, everyone was calling me homeless, get a job. So I figured, you know what, let's roll with that. Let's roll with that today. Countdown says, the boyfriend must be really proud of him. Countdown, I think he is. I think he is. What GMOs are in meat? Oh, man. The whole cocktail. Did you hear what I just mentioned? Everything that the animal eats, you're also getting in part into your body as well. So consider that on the GMO factor. What the animal eats permeates their protein, just so you know. So, how you doing? A lot of people are not privy to that. Like animals, when you're vegan or when you're non-vegan, you literally kill 8 times more plants, and you consume on an all-considered basis 8 times more plants as far as their particles, GMOs, whatever, nanoparticles, because that's how the energy conversion ratio works, guys. A cow will take in 8 units of energy and will give you back 1. So it assimilates all of that in its body. It's not like it leaves its body. It just kind of reprocesses it to then become one with its body, and then we chop them up, bleed them out, and basically say, your life's not worth anything. It's your body, but it's going to be my choice. Cavish says, I'm vegetarian, but I don't care if people eat meat. Well, Cavish, I would challenge you to say, why are you vegetarian? Like, why are you vegetarian, Cavish? That would be my first question. Is it for your health? No, Pepe, killing animals is not okay. Trying to get a response. Yeah, exactly. Please listen to what Drax said there. Okay, so Cavish, I'm going to address that. Like, if you went vegan or vegetarian for the animals, I would definitely be disappointed if you were not avid about mentioning it to other people, especially when addressed, because effectively you're kind of being like the cop amongst the group of bad cops. You're effectively being the good cop that is sitting there watching the poor innocent person get the shit beat out of him by the bad cops and not doing anything. So we don't want to stand idly by. We want to have our voice out. We want to bring it up when people are in conversation, the topic comes up. We want to wear t-shirts. We want to float the word into the air like I'm doing today and crossing all these I's to all the people that are seeing this. Hi there, how are you?
Good.
How's it going? You want to try the questions?
I'm good right
Oh, okay. Okay. Have a great day. Awesome. Awesome. Take care. I think she was working. Uh, uh, so that would be my stance, Cavish. And if you're vegetarian, you should go vegan, man, because the uh, the the dairy industry effectively is worse than the beef industry um, on a whole level as far as everything involved. I mean, cows have to be literally artificially inseminated. The farmer sticks their hand in their anus, holds down their cervix, pumps in ejaculated bull semen against the poor mother's will. That's called rape. And that happens 4 to 5 times during the mother's life. So if you're a feminist, you should also be vegan. I'll say that. If you're a feminist, you should be vegan. You should show solidarity to those that are weaker and more helpless than us. They don't have voices, guys. I know a lot of that information is just not common information, and it might be hard to hear. And once again, I'm not here to judge anybody because I am you. I was doing the exact same things for 30 years. I've been vegan in 12 years now. I understand on a deep level you. We're omnivores. Why should we care about other species? Well, we have something called moral agency. And in 2025, we know that we need absolutely nothing from an animal to survive. So with our moral agency, we can exact that, and we can purpose that to our compassion. And we can decide to leave sentient beings that have a central nervous system and a brain that can feel and have a subjective experience of life. We can choose to leave those poor helpless beings off of our plate and not exploit them and not use them, guys. So we can go around touting the whole omnivore, our ancestors thing all day, but it's got no weight. It's got zero weight. Something we can say to make ourselves feel better so we don't have to change, I guess. Can you guys hear me okay? Is my system working today? Hang on one sec. Yeah, okay, it looks like it is. Gollum says, keep crying. Oof. I'm not crying, Gollum. I'm just kind of imparting information to people that they might not normally get. All right, awesome, Rodolfo. Thank you. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate all the solidarity from the vegans and non-vegans. Thanks for being here, too. Everybody subscribe to the channel. We're going to be blowing this up. What's going on, guys? How are you? You guys want to try the questions? A little critical thinking? All right, cool. Right on. All right, they said they'll be back. So coming soon, we will have a conversation. I guess I got to stay out here and endure this wind and cold. It said 55 degrees today, 55 degrees. So I'm wearing this, right? But I feel like it's 20 degrees outside because of this damn wind chill. Go vegan. John says beta. Dick says beta max. All right, what do you think is more beta, guys? Honestly, do you think taking the life of a child that doesn't want to die? You think that's what do you guys call it? Sigma, alpha? Guys, that's like zebra. Isn't that the last one in the military alphabet? Thank you, Cavish. I appreciate your support. Meat is not healthy, guys. It's not healthy. It is terrible for your body. Do not eat it. Plant-based meat is 10 times better. It's void of all the crap in the cocktail that is meat. From heterocyclic amines to IGF-1 to cholesterol that takes your blood vessels, makes them, from here, turns them into that. Overconsumption causes what we call a myocardial infarction. And guess what? Plant-based meat, guess how much cholesterol plant-based meat has? Anybody know? How much cholesterol does plant-based meat have? Because we know cholesterol is not good. Well, it's got zero. It's got zero. So that's an exciting thing. Doesn't that tell you that we're more so designed to eat that than we are to eat something that has something that literally kills us, guys? To the tune of 500,000 people a year. A very, very stark, real number. And it's quite something that we can mitigate if we want to. There's a famous doctor, his name is Caldwell Esselstyn. And he talks about heart disease, and he says that heart disease is a paper toothless or a toothless paper tiger that need not never exist and only exists because of the unnecessary food that we put in our bodies. So check him out, Caldwell Esselstyn Jr. He works for the Cleveland Clinic. He's a renowned heart surgeon. He wrote a book called How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. And he's one of the leaders in the field of non-sponsored nutrition information. Keep in mind, all the information that you get from mainstream outlets, think about like these meat carnivore doctors, think about these influencers, think about just mainstream MDs in general. They don't know anything about nutrition, guys. They don't. An MD gets 3 hours of aggregated nutrition throughout his whole MD trajectory as far as his education. And that education that he's getting is literally sponsored by industry and interests. So don't take anything a medical doctor says with any weight when it comes to nutrition. Please do yourself and your family a favor. Please. All right, so everybody, Ryan says, yes, watch Game Changers on Netflix. It is a game changer. It will illuminate you to how you can be fit and you can thrive on a vegan diet. I mean, look at me. I mean, I'm still pretty big, right? I mean, I'm still like kind of strong. I'm vegan 12 years, man. I probably curl more than everybody in the room, except for Ryan and Clara and all my vegan friends. But I bet you I could take any of you non-vegans in a curling contest. I don't know. I haven't benched in a while, ProLat. I'm not sure what my bench is at. I've had it as high as 250. Actually, two plates and a quarter on each side. So that's 275, right? All right. So everybody, meat is not healthy. That's what the sign says today. Don't eat meat. Don't feed it to your kids. Don't put all that crap into our bodies. Oh my God, just reach for a plant-based option. All it is plants aggregated through heating, cooling, and pressure, fortified with vitamins. The exact same thing that animal meat is. Vitamins, lipids, proteins, minerals, and water. That's the same thing, guys. I had an ingredient list with me that has all the effective ingredients in meat. If you watch my previous lives, you can actually see that, but I don't have it on me right now. But the effective ingredient list in meat is about 10 times longer than the Beyond Meat ingredient list. We're talking about a chemical breakdown basis, okay? So Beyond Meat takes that massively long list of what is in animal meat, that massively long effective ingredient list, and it basically copies and pastes it into their system, right? And then it utilizes plant-based ingredients to get the same texture, mouthfeel, flavor, and then integrates that into their product. So that's all it is. I mean, Beyond Meat is what? Lentils, fava beans, pea protein. They're using avocado oil now. It's nothing scary, nothing scary. I mean, I'm not telling you that is the end-all be-all, but it is a transition to getting to a whole food plant-based diet. That's where we want to be. We want to be in a whole food plant-based diet. And we want to eat organic if we can. We want to eat veganic if we can. That is what we got to do. But if you're transitioning and you just need some training wheels getting into that vegan diet, there's nothing wrong with plant-based meat. Yeah, it's not as healthy as whole foods, but you take a lot of the cruelty out of the equation, and that's a big thing. And plus you take the cholesterol, the IGF-1, the hormones. So I don't want to keep going. I can go on forever. I mean, you guys heard me before. So those two guys are going to come back. I don't know how long they're going to be in there. I hope they're not sitting down for an hour, but they said they're going to come back and I can ask them the questions. So basically what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to ask them if they're familiar with the process underneath animal-based meat. And then if they don't know it, as far as, from beginning to end, I'm going to distill it in a few sentences or less. And then I'm going to describe the process of plant-based meat. And then I'm going to ask them which one would you feel better voting for with your dollar? And possibly which one would you feel better voting for your health? That's what we're going to be asking them. Thanks, Clara. Everybody subscribe to the channel. All of you, vegans, non-vegans, vegans, please subscribe because you can proliferate this message far and wide. The golden rule, and taking animals off our plates and impacting things on an exponential basis. So if you subscribe, I'll be able to get more momentum. It's not like I get money for this, guys, or anything like that. We are out here trying to spread the vegan message. And non-vegans, please subscribe too, because I'll be putting up information that might be helpful for you. I will be having guests on the show. I will actually be, I have a guest in the works for a show that I'll be probably putting up in the next week. So I'll have a new guest on the show. I don't want to say who it is yet because I don't want to kind of jinx anything, but it's pretty exciting, pretty exciting. All right, and Joey says, no one cares. Well, you care, and another 250 of you care. There's a reason why there's so many people in this chat right now, and that is because it's a very contentious subject and you're curious. You might not admit to it, but you're curious what I'm doing here, what I'm saying, and trying to stress test it for validity. And I'm here to tell you that the truth does not care being questioned, guys. It doesn't care. It's very patient. Much harder to convince somebody that they've been lied to. Much harder. But there'll be more and more people like me popping up in your local town that will be like this. I have activist friends that do just this. Not too many of us right now, but there'll be more in the future. So get your spiel ready to once you get engaged. If you want to be on camera, you want to talk about it, to give your reasons. But there's nothing. It's just the truth, guys. And the arc of history is on the truth side. Every injustice ends, or at least gets legal framework around it, right? We're literally effectively putting children in slaughterhouses, and we're hanging them upside down, cutting their throats ear to ear, bleeding them out, just so people can go yum, yum, yum. No nutritional value at all on a survival basis. Like, there's nothing you need to survive. Absolutely nothing. Vegans and non-vegans both supplement B12. Oh, quickly, don't go down the religious route. I'm not talking religion today, okay? Just think, what would Jesus do? I'll leave you with that. Ryan, what'd you say? Say that one more time. Oh, okay, that's a great question. Thanks, Clara. Clara wants to know why I went vegan. Let me tell you. So I was watching a speech, and it's funny because I'll tell you what the speech is right now. If you guys can hear it. Actually, even better, before I even start the story of why I'm vegan, why I went vegan, everybody that can, please scan this barcode. If you can scan that barcode, scan that barcode. The name of the speech is the best speech you'll ever hear. It's by a guy named Gary Yourofsky. And he toured the country back in 2010 up to about somewhere around there. I'm not precise on this, but from 2009 to 2012, he toured the country talking to colleges and universities around the world. And the speech that I'm referring to is the Georgia Tech speech, one of his biggest, most profound speeches, and you can find it online. It's got millions of views. So 12 years ago, I stumbled across that. The first thing I saw that led me to that was this video of a bodybuilder who, hang on one second, it's getting windy, guys, it's getting windy. There was a video I was watching of a bodybuilder who was literally, how you doing? Good. You want to try the 2 questions? Up to you. So it's just, I'm on YouTube Live. I don't know if you... Hi, YouTube. Oh, that's awesome. I'm just asking people questions about like what their knowledge is on basically the process of plant-based meat and regular meat. Like, are you familiar with the process of regular meat? Like how regular meat goes from Genesis to Revelation, how it's born, I guess?
I do somewhat. My stepmom works in kind of like the food industry, so we talk a lot about like processed meats, vegan meats, things of that nature versus standard meat stuff, so
Okay.
we actually do talk
Okay, gotcha. So you know a little bit about it. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I like to distill that basically when you pay for regular meat, you're paying for, you know, a cow to have a hand inserted into its, you know, private parts, and we basically hold down its cervix, we put in the bull semen, whatever, and we create another one because we have to keep making them, right?
Yeah.
So effectively, we're voting with our money for that farmer to do that to that cow. And then as it grows up, you know, it could get punched, it could get kicked. We don't see what happens behind the scenes. 99% of farming is, what is it called? Factory farming. So we're paying for that too. And then at the end of the day, we wrap it up in this pretty little package and we say, everybody feel good about themselves. And we sell it after refining it with chemicals and stuff like that. Plant-based meat is basically plants aggregated through heating, cooling, and pressure, fortified with vitamins, minerals, lipids, and the such, and then presented, you know, as a meat substitute.
Yeah.
So my third question is, which one would you prefer to vote for? Like, what more aligns with your values or your?
You know, I actually, I have a lot of friends who are actually vegan.
Oh, cool.
I personally haven't been able to, due to finances, really initiate and.
Sorry, I'm holding it because it's about to blow over. Yeah.
No, I actually love a lot of our plant-based alternatives.
Yeah.
And I've been loving seeing a lot of our different farmers like starting to grow mushroom farms.
Right, the mushrooms are amazing. Like, there's a. Sorry, I cut you off, but yeah, no, you go.
It's fantastic the technology that we've been able to, like, you know, really put to the forefront and like see what alternatives are offered to the table, not just for people who want to, you know, for a socio-political aspect of having, you know, like wanting to adjust their lifestyle, but also for people who have like medical conditions, certain health issues that still want to enjoy those
enjoy meat. I was telling them about cholesterol and how cholesterol, when you overconsume it, it creates a plaque-promoting, very kind of clogging effect on your arteries. And when you eat plant-based meat, right?
I know all about that.
Yeah, it's a big thing. And now, you know, meat companies that sell meat to people, they're not disclosing that information. They're making sure they leave everything suppressed so people keep buying and buying and buying and don't even know what exactly they're doing to their bodies, right? So, okay, my last question is, so why aren't you vegan yet?
So, I'll be totally honest, I used to eat vegan. I used to eat vegan all the time. It really just came down to my finances.
Oh, you mentioned that. You mentioned that. Oh, if I gave you a card and it's got resources on it, how to do it cheaply, one of the websites is called Challenge 22. Would you revisit maybe the idea or the notion of it? Check it out. It's got my YouTube channel on it too. You're so gracious in stopping. I like to, and I know you're on your way somewhere. I like to just pose the notion that until we go vegan, we just keep putting animals into slaughterhouses for us, and we have this autonomy or this kind of strength nowadays. When once illuminated, we can say no. I will not do that anymore. So that's what I like to leave people with. Do you have any questions for me?
Oh no, I think we're on the same page about a lot of things. I think the biggest hurdle that we're going to need to overcome next is really establishing the infrastructure needed to really build this on a wider scale and make it much more accessible. Once we improve the accessibility and improve the infrastructure.
Such a good speaker, by the way.
10 years theater.
Oh, okay, I can see it. I can see it.
Once we actually like establish like a wider base of infrastructure, like let's actually like do these like massive farms for these plant-based items that we can do for things like cows.
What a great, insightful point. And thank you for educating the chat with that. And another thing is like the ratio of energy conversion. Like when the animals eat so many plants just to output 1/8 of what they input, right? So imagine the amount of land, the vast amounts of land that we could have if we stopped kind of eating this very inefficient way as far as energy units in, energy units out. So thank you. That's a great point. But what was your name?
Mickey, like the mouse.
I love that. I'm Jimmy. I love your energy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Just please think about it and look it up. You'll see my YouTube channel. You'll see a speech called The Best Speech You'll Ever Hear, which is, I was just telling them about the speech. I think it's the best speech that's on the internet. It's just very, inspiring, I'll say. Like you.
Thank you. Well, you stay warm. I'm over in this store down there.
Oh, amazing. Okay. Have a great night. Take care, too. Hi, guys. Well, that was just an amazing person right there. So we're out here tonight with a sign that says meat is not healthy, and we are just talking to the public about what we vote for with our dollar. So, oh my God, yeah, subscribe everybody. I'm out here once a week talking to people, getting conversations, kind of shaking things up a little bit, getting out there, put myself in the middle of societal flows so we can kind of put the elephant in the room on full display and get people to look at their values and their actions and maybe see a spread, a kind of gap there, and hopefully we can help them close the gap. Just like all of us vegans had someone help us with that, or something help us with that when we became vegan. Where was I? Can someone remind me where I was before I talked to that nice person? What was I talking about? It was a question. Somebody asked me a question. Why I went vegan, right? Why I went vegan. Okay. So the speech, the best speech you will ever hear, it's on YouTube by a guy named Gary Yourofsky. Check that out. Oh, thanks so much, Jonathan. What was that man saying? Why are you spreading this? Okay, I appreciate the donation. That's amazing. I'll definitely read that. Why are you spreading misinformation? I will vehemently disagree with that. I think the information I'm spreading is pretty sound. Most information that we get, including everything that the non-vegans think they know in here, is propagated and funneled and shored up by interest in industry. So you got to question your information, Jonathan. But I really appreciate that donation. I will put that towards a vegan cause, my friend. Might even donate a portion to a sanctuary. I appreciate that. So back to why I went vegan. I watched that speech and it hit me. It hit me at the end. And it actually hit me to the point to where I was very ridiculing of him. I even made fun of him. I talked crap about him to my friends the next day at work. But it stuck in my head. The words that he said and the way that he presented his speech, it stuck in my head. So a few days later, I went back and I watched that speech again. And then it was a boom, sonic boom moment where it was, okay, I think I'm not going to be supporting this anymore. And you just can't argue. Jonathan, that's fine. I'll be spending more than. Thanks for the donation, man. I'm gonna use that to get. Might have to use that to get a Beyond Burger, some chicken tenders from Beyond Meat. I appreciate that $2. Listen, Jonathan. I appreciate you. Okay, it's very nice of you to donate, but that doesn't mean I'm going to agree with your sentiment. So I thanks. Anyway. Back to what we were talking about. This guy loves throwing money at me. So, the second time I watched it, like I said, I sat back after I was done watching it, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to support these systems. I'm not a person that believes in rape. I'm not a person that believes in murder. I don't believe in bullying. I believe in justice. So I made the switch, and it's been 12 years, and I've gotten healthier, I've gotten stronger, I've gotten faster. I feel a lot lighter spiritually, like just very light. Because when you're not vegan, guys, you're eating stuff and you're inundating your body with stuff that's just bad vibrations, very low vibratory things, from violence and oppression and slavery. These are not positive things, guys. I mean, am I right? Bob Cobb says, "Are you homeless?" I'm not homeless, but I guess people keep on mentioning that I don't have a job or that I'm homeless. Figure I just roll with it today, guys. So, Madden Games says meat is good for you. Madden Games is incorrect. Meat is not good for you, guys. Don't eat meat. Boycott the industry. Boycott the violence. Don't eat something that has plaque-promoting cholesterol, heterocyclic amines, saturated fat, large amounts of it, hormones, growth factors, IGF-1, cortisol, pain, slavery, and death. That's not healthy, guys, on a spiritual, mental, physical level. That's not healthy. Is that healthy? I guess you probably think bacon's healthy too. Let me guess. Tai says, "Get a life." Hey, man. We're just trying to shake things up here, okay? No, meat is not natural. It is not natural. What we do to animals is not natural. We're breeding 80 to 90 billion animals a year into existence. That is not natural, guys. That has nothing to do with nature or the circle of life. That's playing God. Yeah, everybody watch Game Changers on Netflix. subscribe. Someone said meat is amazing. Don't listen to these narratives, okay? Don't listen to these narratives. You're saying meat is amazing because that's what you've been taught to think and that's how you've been taught to act. Please take a step back. Think about what you're defending with that statement. You guys that are all pro-meat, what are you defending? Like, are you people that believe in bullying and hurting others that are smaller than you or weaker than you, taking their lives even? Are you fans of raping females? Is that who you are? Because that's what you're paying for when you pay into the dairy industry and the meat industry. Is that who you are? Are those what your values sync with? Because I'm gonna say it doesn't. I'm gonna say most of you are vegan at heart, and all this is like just turbulence. All this negativity in the chat is just turbulence. But like I said before, guys, the truth is patient. All right, we got a super chat here. I recommend talking to an RD to do vegan right. You can do that. The ADA, who certifies RDs, the objective body that actually does it, they lamented on their website 2 years ago that a healthy vegan diet is absolutely appropriate from pregnancy to elderhood. So thank you for bringing up the whole RD thing. So the ADA very much agrees with vegan for your health. And even if you're not vegan, you should always see an RD for your health, right? If you're really concerned about your health. But the cool thing about being vegan is you don't have to worry about overconsumption and causing heart disease, diabetes, and cancers. You don't have to worry about that, at least not to the degree of which you do when you're not when you're not vegan. Hi guys. Let's see if we can get these two in a little chat here. Hi. Hi guys, you want to try? 2 questions? Little critical thinking. Okay. Good night. Jimmy goes live. Yes, I do. Stefan says, stop killing plants. Did you know that if you're not vegan, you are killing 8 times more plants than if you are vegan? So why don't you stop killing plants? You're killing 8 times more than us. It's called the energy conversion ratio. It's called the cow being an inefficient biological machine that takes in 8 units of energy and only gives out 1. So I'm going to throw that back at you. Stop killing the plants, dude. Get a haircut. Oh my God. I guess I could use one soon, huh? It's getting a little long. Well, cows eat grass though. Tom Cook says, debate me. There's no debate, my friend. We're just out here telling the truth tonight. We're just out here sharing the truth. There is no debate. Meat is not healthy. That is objectively true, unless, I don't know, how do you reconcile the plaque-promoting cholesterol, the heterocyclic amines, the TMAO, the IGF-1, the hormones, the growth factors? How do you reset that and reconcile that for your body, Tom? What else do we got? You are eating the animal food. I can't even read these comments, guys. Nope, meat's not healthy, guys. Stop eating it. Somebody says beta. It's so funny. What's up, guys? I love you guys in the whole beta shit. I just don't get that at all. How you doing? There's nothing alpha, or what do you call it, sigma alpha about eating meat, guys. It's a very zebra thing to do. It's very zebra. That's the Z. You're taking the life of somebody that doesn't want to die. You're effectively putting them in a situation where they get beat up, punched, laughed at, spit on. Everything that happens behind closed doors, we are not privy to, and factory farm workers are batshit crazy. And we should feel bad for them too, because they have to be exposed to this crap 24/7 when they're working. The whole system needs to go. Boycott meat. Don't eat it. Please. Sorry, I'm getting my blood pressure up here. Good thing I'm not non-vegan. I could have an issue out here. My blood pressure's pumping, guys. I gotta calm down. All right, yeah, everybody subscribe. I'll be doing this quite frequently. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm getting ready to take off today. I think this was a great live. We at least got one conversation. They probably would have stayed longer, but they had to go to their job. And I have two guys that are, they said they're coming back, but I don't have time to wait out here for them to finish their dinner. So let's go Clara, let's go Ryan, let's go Carrie, let's go Team Vegan. Okay? We're all friends here, guys. I'm not trying to attack anybody. I'm not trying to talk down to anybody. I was not vegan for 30 years. Thank you for the donations to the people that donated. I appreciate that. But I will not concede my position. So we're out here just telling the truth tonight, everybody. Everybody have a great night. See you in the next live. We will be doing this again very shortly. All right, guys.